At Anfield, the theater of dreams has turned into a house of nerves. What was once a fortress reverberating with the cops' unyielding roar now echoes with anxious murmurs and the occasional groan of disbelief. Arne Slot, the bright-eyed Dutchman who arrived with the promise of a new dawn after Klopp, find himself under the harshest spotlight English football can offer. José Mourinho, speaking in a private, off-the-record briefing that somehow found its way to trusted ears, delivered a characteristically merciless verdict on Liverpool's collapse. When you get turned over 3-0 at home by Nottingham Forest and then shipped 4 in Europe against PSV, we're not talking about a bad day at the office, he said, voice dripping with that familiar sardonic edge. That's a fire alarm going off in a burning building. He didn't mince words about Liverpool's tumble to 12th in the Premier League table either. This isn't Brentford or Fulham we're talking about. This is Liverpool Football Club. 12th? There's no dressing room in the country where that sits comfortably. People are already asking the only question that matters. Can Slot actually turn this around? Because at a place like this, patience isn't infinite. Mourinho was particularly scathing about the idea that this is merely transition. Everyone loves a transition, excuse until the results keep being rubbish. Transition doesn't mean you get humiliated at home by Forest. It doesn't mean you get picked apart in Eindhoven. Somewhere, something is fundamentally not working. Tactically, mentally, structurally. Pick one. Inside the club, the mood is said to be brittle. Senior figures are doing their best to keep a lid on things, but the succession of abject performances has ratcheted up the tension. Even the most loyal lieutenants from the Klopp era are reportedly running out of reassuring sound bites. Mourinho, never one to sugarcoat, poured cold water on the accompanying internal metrics still being trotted out. You can have all the expected goals and expected points you want. Lovely spreadsheets, very modern. But if you're losing 3-0 to Forest, nobody in the stands gives a toss about your XG. Liverpool isn't a data analytics project. It's a football club that demands winners. With the January window looming, every decision now feels loaded. Recruitment plans drawn up in the summer are being frantically re-examined through the prism of Slot's increasingly precarious position. One wrong move and the whole project could unravel. In his final, chilling assessment, Mourinho issued the warning everyone at Melwood already knows but dreads hearing out loud. The margin for error at Liverpool is razor thin. If the results don't turn sharply and quickly, the conversation about Arne Slot's future stops being whispers in the corridor and becomes the only item on the agenda. That's just how it is at a giant. For now, the clock ticks louder with every passing week. Anfield waits, restless and unforgiving, to see whether its latest steward can silence the growing doubt, or whether the club is already preparing to turn the page once more.